Week 6 quarterback rankings from our man Pat Ruffino. So with the Week 6 coming to, basically we're getting to the halfway point, past the halfway point. As Week 6 comes into the fold, the XFL has seen its first major injury at quarterback, Reid Sinnett breaking his foot. We'll see Quinten Dormady make his first professional start per the Orlando Sentinel this Saturday as well. D'Eriq King, so here's the honorable mentions. D'Eriq King pushes back to his normal honorable mention after being number 7 last week. King's fall from the rankings has nothing to do with play. It's more to do with volume. Didn't really do much last game. Cole McDonald also gets an honorable mention, but of course, due to workload, he kind of moves into that honorable mention slot. Number 10, Jack Cohn, San Antonio Brahmas. Previously was 8. He's down to 10. 7-15, 42 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks. Nothing really on there. Looks like Cohn has continued to regress. That Hines Ward started Reid Sinnett. In Week 5, Reid looked good, but then got hurt. And then Cohn came in and played like Cohn usually does. He faltered as the Brahmas were unable to get anything going. And they did have a shot. I mean, the game was close. They just couldn't get it going. He might have his final opportunity to prove himself as a professional QB with Juwan Pass waiting for a chance to prove himself now that Reid Sinnett is out for the season. However, they do have a new quarterback in Ben Kirk, who has just been signed. But that is too early to tell his impact right now, which was a big signing and trade for the San Antonio Brahmas. Kyle Sloter, number 9, stays at number 9, 14 of 26, 148 passing yards, no touchdowns and an interception. Nothing going on here. He's just not been playing well. Despite being a 1-2 record as a starter, he has put together offensive outings of 10, 11, and 12 points. So we're going to get 13. He's got his guy, Sal Cannella. He's getting the stuff. But they just made a signing, getting Victor Bolden Jr. he was originally the MVP of the championship game in the USFL. Now he comes to Arlington, and they've made some changes, getting rid of Jordan Smallwood and bringing in Victor Bolden. They needed help on the offensive and wide receiver as a playmaker, and it looks like this could be help. I don't think he'll play much. I mean, he was just there, but he's in game shape. Well, but the Arlington could have a run now that they got Victor Bolden, who is one of the dynamic players in the USFL. Number 8, Reid Sinnett, played great. He was unranked. Now he was at 8. 13 of 19, 97 yards passing, but a touchdown and interception. Just the offense looked better under him. That was until he hurt his foot, and then that was it. Paxton Lynch was 5 last week, down to 7. 5 of 9, 47 passing yards. Didn't really do much on the ground. And Quinten Dormady, who got newly reinstated, he looked a lot better. He definitely gave them a spark and looked like a guy. Quinten Dormady, now he was previously unranked. Now he's at number 6. 22 of 25, 256 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. What else can you say? Also connecting with, he was on fire. Dormady played fearless. He played well throughout the game. There, the Orlando Sentinel. Cody Latimer with the big game there. 1 touchdown, 8 catches, 124 yards. They have the wide receivers. They have the tight end and Latimer. They have the parts on offense. Is just who is going to be the guy facilitator. Quinten Dormady looks like he could be the guy. We'll see how he does this week. Definitely keep an eye on him this week. Luis Perez, number 5, stays at number 5, 20 of 28, 269 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Not turning over the ball. That's what they want. That's what they want. He looked poised, calm, was able to step into his throws. They look good. Now, the White Vipers may be the odd man out in the north. They do have a chance to play spoiler with the Battlehawks coming to Vegas this weekend. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Ben DiNucci was at 3, down to 4. 17 of 32, 209 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. We thought that they did win. They did make the upset, but DiNucci, despite that, didn't look all that great. And remember, Houston has got a great defense, so we'll kind of give them some slack on that. But they did beat Houston, so he gets bumped. Moved up, Jordan Ta'amu was previously 4 with the undefeated DC Defenders, America's team. 12 of 18 for 90 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, 8 rushing attempts for 23 yards. But all they didn't really need to do anything because Abram Smith just ran all over the place. But having Ta'amu as a guy who can run the ball, that makes offense that much more dynamic because is Ta'amu going to run the ball? Then they drop it to Abram Smith, and he just goes for 200 yards. And the rest is history. Brendan Silvers, number 2, kind of the MVP between him and AJ McCarron. But this game, 25 of 47, 227 passing yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Didn't really, he kind of didn't look like his normal self. A lot of overthrows that were going on during the game. And they lost. Houston Roughnecks are now no longer undefeated after all these years. Finally, AJ McCarron, he was 2, moved up to 1, 22 of 34, 236 passing yards and 2 TDs and 1 pick. And he looked good. The team looked good, except, they had the run deal with Abram Smith, but they were still in the game. So there you have it with there's still the top 3 guys, AJ McCarron, Brandon Silvers, Jordan Ta'amu, and Ben DiNucci. There could be some new guys. Perez, Quinten Dormady, and there's some other guys along the way that could make an impact before the season's over.